Yo, Descendants, Augiesaint here, and welcome to the channel. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day, and I want to talk to you guys about the community Q&A that the devs posted a couple of days ago. We have been going through these slowly with chat over the last couple of days over at twitch.tv/Augiesaint. Drop on by, I'd love to see you guys there. And we kind of like just broke down the highlights of everything that's going to be coming in Season 2 and the future of TFT. Let me tell you guys, it's looking good. We are totally along the ride for TFT. Just right now, I mean, there's not a whole lot much to do in TFT. If you guys have been grinding it out as much as we have, but that's great. I actually liked it about TFT, you know, play up all the content because, you know, we consume content at a crazy rate and then go play something else, you know, take a break and we'll come back to TFT when there's more updates. But that's what I'll share with you guys. There is a ton of updates coming. So I broke down everything into like little highlights. Yeah, I say little highlights. This is like 4 pages long of just the questions and answers that we got from the response from the devs that I think is, like, in my opinion, the biggest game-changing thing is coming to TFT. But I will have both of these things linked down below in the description so you guys can go through and check the whole Q&A if you haven't read it yourself. There's quite a lot to go through, and I kind of skipped a lot of the things that didn't really interest me. Was stuff like story-based stuff and customization stuff. A lot of it we did include, but a lot of it we did not. So that's what I'm saying. If you guys want to see all that, come check out this one. But if you guys want to just see the highlights as well, this will also be linked down below in the description. So let's break it down because it's probably still going to be quite a lengthy video. So first up, we have the community asked their questions on the top, and then the devs answered with these at the bottom. More boss patterns, improved invisible patterns and or hidden mechanics. So the new bosses will be added to new content in Season 2, and we're preparing to introduce new monster types in the fields in Season 3. So we will be getting new bosses. They didn't really emphasize too much on like mechanics and patterns and stuff. I think in a further question somewhere they said something about the Deathstalker fight being like a good balance of stuff. And I kind of agree with them, being the Deathstalker fight. I really enjoyed the like how the fight was. There was a little bit of mechanics to it, but the mechanics are fairly simple. And then you got to think about matchmaking as well. Matchmaking into these fights, you don't want to like super struggle through difficult mechanics and things and like required to have yourself a pre-made party or something. So it has to still be accessible to matchmake parties without any communication. And in that sense, I think that the Deathstalker, the most recent fight, was done pretty good, and would like to see them evolve on that. And I believe that's pretty much what they hinted at in some of the other questions going further down. So next one, farming missions feel too long and tedious. We'd like to adjust the missions and duration or pacing. And they responded, we will be improving the existing field missions to make repeated farming more enjoyable. So we're going to be changing stuff, because right now we really have 2 mission types. We have Void Intercept and we have Extermination. I mean, either you're going out there to kill a bunch of monsters or you're going in to go kill an intercept boss. That's pretty much the content we have in the game right now. So they'll have to see and like give us different field missions and stuff to, you know, change that up into the future. And then the next question was improved grappling hooks, cooldown reduction, out of combat cooldown, etc, etc. And they said we are considering to improve the grappling hook or introducing new default mobility skills or movement items in the medium to long term. They did emphasize that as well because it's mainly for Bunny. Like, people to try and keep up to Bunny, especially in co-op play. Bunny just outruns everybody. I mean, it's simple. She has a really strong movement skill that nobody else can really compete with her. So she will pretty much always get to the objective first. And most of the time she'll complete the objective before you even get there. So there's going to be ways and stuff that they're looking at, making it so we can all, you know, run alongside Bunny. Make it easier to get ammo supplies, especially for special rounds. So we know ammo is like a big problem in the game. They respond, we are exploring ways to increase the utilization of special rounds and we will implement improvements as soon as possible. Okay. Next question, improve equipment swapping during combat. We plan to allow module changes on restarts or after mission completions, but not during combat. Because, you know, sometimes you join like a Void Intercept or something, or you join a 400% dungeon and you have the wrong module set up on. So maybe you can actually change it in the little room before it starts. Or maybe you'd have to just restart it or end it out. But they definitely need to work on something like that, because you don't want to have to leave the whole mission and then come back, you know, just to change around your module setup. So hopefully within that little barrier in the beginning, we have like 10 seconds, just go ahead and change our loadout would be really nice. Moving on, providing a support package to help with new player growth. So this is also like a loaded question. It was more about like, you know, making the early game more accessible and showing newer players what to do and stuff like that. And they said, we're preparing several support strategies in Season 2. We plan to reward players with enhanced modules as they progress through the story. We'll also reduce the farming difficulty for Enzo and Glay to allow players to have more descendants in the early stages and help them reach hard difficulty. Additionally, we'll introduce better guides, help features, and clearer difficulty indicators to support players in setting into the early game. So it's going to just make the early game experience a little bit better for people coming in. For all the new players and stuff, they're going to get, you know, more rewards and stuff, and just have like a direction to go to actually get to the harder difficulty. And then the next question, better Descendants and weapon balance. Because as you guys know, like the ultimate weapons, we have so many ultimate weapons, but there's like 5 of them that we can actually use. And then they said, so far we focused on reworking specific Descendants and weapons in each patch. True. For Season 2, we're planning on overall rebalance to allow players to choose from a broader range of weapons and Descendants. So Season 2, they are planning an overall rebalance. So like overall, over all of the ultimate weapons and Descendants. I would like to see how this goes. We haven't built out every single weapon yet, but we have built out, I'd say, at least half of the weapons. So I'd like to see how they rebalance this and make some of the useless ultimate weapons actually usable instead of just Enduring Legacy, Secret Garden, Afterglow, Thunder Cage. You know, that's it. Go to town. Why would you use anything else? Everything else is just so much more inferior. Moving on, we'd like to see deeper stories explaining why characters are in their current situations, i.e. backstories or motivations of popular characters. And they said in Season 3, we'll focus on Glai's story within the main plot. Then they had a bunch of other stuff in that answer there, like they saw that people resonate with the story of Freyna and all that kind of stuff. So all you guys that like the stories in that, they will be giving us more stories, and focusing on Glai's story is going to be the main focus in Season 3. So Season 3 is going to be after Season 2, obviously. And they didn't mention who Season 2 is going to be the main focus for, but we'll definitely have to see moving forward. The low reward drop rates feel more difficult than they should. Please improve farming difficulty. So there's basically, we're going to get a pity system. To address the drop rate concerns in Season 2, we're introducing the new target reward system. While certain items have a 20% drop rate, some players might obtain the item on their first try, while others may not get it after 10 attempts. Our analytics of the server-wide logs show the overall drop rates align within the 10 and 20%, but individual player expansions often do not cover this 20%, leading to differences obviously. And then the targeted reward system aims to address this by allowing players to select a mission and earn guaranteed rewards after a set number of attempts. Additionally, they plan to offer enhanced shape stabilizers as a limited time event rewards, which increase the chance of obtaining rare items when opening amorphous materials. We're committed to providing a balanced farm experience that feels fair to all players. So basically, we're going to get a pity system, and it seems like you can do a certain mission for a certain drop, and after a certain amount of tries, you will get the rare reward that you're trying to get. So really good. I didn't think we needed this, but it's definitely going to make farming a lot easier in general. So for everybody else that wanted this, that's great. You guys have a pity system coming. We'd like to see new characters and abilities added, as the current roster lacks diversity. So we're exploring ways to introduce new characters. As a result, we will introduce 2 new Descendants, 1 male, 1 female in Season 2. And new Ultimate Descendants will also be added. Note, they do say Descendants, so we'll get a couple of new Ultimates. I wonder who that's going to be. Leave down your speculations below, as well as who do you think the male and the new female character is going to be. Be Alpha and what's her face? I forgot the chick with the black hair and the short hair. Near Alpha, maybe it's him, who knows? Nev, I think it was. Yeah, okay. Moving on, current dungeons are repetitive and lack new challenges and enemy types. So the Dungeon Season 2 will feature new types of monsters. We also recognize the need for more challenging endgame content. So we are preparing a range of endgame experiences for Season 2. This includes adding higher difficulty special operations and intercept battles. That will be interesting. I'd like to see a high difficulty intercept battle, as well as content that gradually increases in difficulty to challenge the toughest stages. We're also hoping to continue to expand the range of endgame experiences. So hopefully this is kind of like just Steel Path from Warframe. Make the same missions harder, I guess. That would do something, but then at the same time, don't make them harder by just increasing their HP or something. You know, add something to it. Add like a mechanic or do something. That would be really interesting to see. Okay, improve the structure of Amorphous Outpost farming method. So this is basically outpost farming. We agree that farming and opening methods for amorphous materials in outposts, fragments, and fusion reactors needs improvement. Our team has been exploring a variety of ways to enhance outposts, such as implementing a system where players are rewarded after a minute of continuous combat. However, we are approaching this carefully, as it may put Sharon players who have less monster killing power at a disadvantage. We recognize that the current outpost route is less engaging compared to the infiltration route, and we are firmly committed to making improvements. We will thoroughly review all options to ensure positive changes for everyone, and actively considering the ideas of players that share with us. So give them ideas, guys. So I would say just remove the countdown, like the 1 minute. As soon as you complete it on Sharon or not Sharon, just let it respawn in like 5 seconds. That could already make it a little bit better. But I think maybe then, or what another thing is, if you do it on Sharon for like infiltration, maybe then you get a 50% chance at getting the other amorphous material, or 50% on both of them. So it's like an incentive to want to do it on Sharon, as well as to like increase the drop chance, and then also, you know, reduce the respawn timer. So there's a lot they could change there. Hopefully they come up with something good, or we can also give them feedback. So don't forget to give them feedback, guys. They are listening. And then moving on, remove unreasonable penalties for content, weapons, modules, inversions, etc, etc. Currently, we are not considering penalties when designing new content. Instead, we aim to provide attribute bonuses to encourage a wider variety of character use, okay? They did increase that answer a little bit more in the document there, but I just added, you know, the biggest part there. So they can start adding new stuff, adding new bonuses and stuff like increase to lightning damage, increase to toxic, whatever it is, instead of giving us negatives and stuff like that in content moving forward. But then with modules and things, they said they want to maintain the, like, you know, some purple modules give you a positive to something and a negative to something. They said they want to maintain that, which I totally agree with, because I feel like that still does add diversity with your modules, and I really like that. So moving on, next question, we'd like to see special rewards like character skins. Alright, the answer is we'll always carefully considering event structures and rewards. As previously mentioned, we're planning to introduce new event features, and along with our growth items, materials, currency rewards, we're exploring other options, including character skins to enhance motivation and satisfaction. Oh, satisfaction, I know exactly what you guys are talking about. Ideally, these skins will align with the season's theme, and we're looking into ways for players to earn them simply through event participation and gameplay. So you don't have to buy them. Really good. More skins, I can't argue with that. I'm not going to say no to more skins. Next question, we'd like to see more polished and unique ultimate weapons. True. We plan to rebalance ultimate weapons in Season 2 to give players a broader choice based on their preferences. This, I hope that they rebalance all of the ultimate weapons, because there's definitely a massive power discrepancy between the ultimate weapons, as we spoke about earlier. Next question, we would like to add crafting of rare reactors for better build variety. So the reactor implant system in 1.1.6 has made weapon optimization easier. However, we have noticed the feedback about the consumable materials and cost for the implant, and if needed, we will increase ways to earn more materials. Our direction for the reactor improvements include optimization and rotation systems to simplify farming for ultimate reactors, and creating environment for more interesting builds by introducing new reactor tiers in the future. New reactor tiers, we are going to get transcendent reactors, most likely, as you know we thought we were going to get before. Like, one massive change for me would literally just be don't put the wrong element on the wrong reactor. That alone could just make reactor farming so much better. So please, next on, if you hear this, remove the chance where like a lightning reactor can roll with toxic boost, or like a toxic reactor can roll chill boost. Just let the elements of the reactor be on the reactor and nothing else. Please, hear me out. Alright, increase the performance of dedicated transcendent modules. We guys know that there's a couple of transcendent modules that aren't really good. So they say they'll review the performance of underutilized transcendent modules and adjust them to allow for more variety in the usage. So that's good there, I like that change. And then add an auto combine feature for modules. We understand the need to fix this feature and are currently preparing improvements. We plan to include it in a hotfix as soon as possible. So this could actually be coming pretty soon, even before Season 2. This would be nice because when you go to combine modules, it takes forever, especially when you're like combining a bunch of new red modules trying to get the new transcendent module that comes out. You got to click 4 times, you got to click another time to combine, so you got to click like 5 times just to combine a module. So I would like a feature like that, but I just have to implement it well so you don't like combine non-duplicates on accident or something like that. So definitely do that, but do it properly. Next, add a dismantling filter feature with an and condition. With an and condition? Okay, I don't know what that means, but yes. We believe more quality life improvements like these, the better. Our dedicated live team is collecting and organizing player feedback to make continuous improvements. Good, I would love a auto dismantle filter, because having the junk filter is nice, but you still have to open your bags and select everything is junk and then, you know, junk it every single time. So just having a auto dismantle filter instead of the junk filter, everything just automatically, basically like you just take the current junk filter and turn that into a dismantle filter. So that way, every time you open your bag, you'll just see stuff that you know you want to actually look at. So you wouldn't have to like open your bag and then hit mark all junk and then dismantle it, and then whatever is left over, then you look at it. So that's what I think could make this so much easier. Just turn our current junk filter into a dismantle filter. And then moving on, allow us to dye default character's appearance. Big one that a lot of people wanted, myself included. We've listened to your requests, and with the start of Season 2, both Descendants and Ultimate Descendants default appearances will be dyeable. Dedicated spawns and back attachments will become shared items during the start of Season 2. Big W there, I like that. So you can finally dye your base Descendants. It says if they're both Descendants and Ultimate Descendants, so now you can dye your base skins. And then moving on, make character skins in the Battle Pass and skins for the firearms that players frequently use more appealing. We received a lot of feedback about the Battle Pass during the preseason and Season 1. In Season 2, we plan to look into adding Descendant skins of popular firearm skins and Descendants. Obviously, I worded that a bit wrong, but yeah. So big W there too, because every skin we've got so far has been for like a blue weapon or something that nobody uses. So please add skins that we actually use. Thunder Cage, Enduring Legacy, Afterglow, Smith, whatever. Just add skins to weapons that people use. Next question. We want to buy skins without bundle packages. It feels expensive. The prices for skins, enhancement materials, etc. are too high. And then they responded, we listened to your feedback and the team and business units have agreed to sell all cosmetic items, so all of the different attachments and things, separately. And this policy will go into effect at the start of season 2. So they didn't say anything about the price there, but they did say they will sell them separately, so that is really good. So maybe people actually meant that the price was too high of the accessories because you had to buy the whole packs. So I guess they kind of answered both questions there. You can buy them separately, so pretty nice. And then next question, trading system. Players can't freely trade items with each other. To be honest, we're taking a conservative approach to the trading system as our current priority is live service stability and improvement content satisfaction. We don't think it's the right time to introduce it just yet, but we'll continue to evaluate its feasibility. Yes, that word is difficult. So trading system, again, TBC, to be confirmed. I don't know when, and honestly, I don't know if right now is the best time for a trading system. But at the same time, I know, I mean, it depends. If the trading system you can trade actual currency, like premium currency, then I think it would be pretty good. But it might actually just not be the right time for it right now. So we'll definitely have to wait and see when it'll be a good time for this to come in. So I think right now, hold off on trading for a little bit, you know, try and get the stability and everything going like they said. So good choice there. I can get behind them. Definitely see where they're coming from. Add a system or space to display the own Descendants like figurines. So kind of like your spaceship in, what's it called? Warframe, I guess. That would be pretty cool. We think this is a great idea and similar suggestions have come up internally, though we don't yet have a specific plan. However, it's under consideration as a medium to long-term project. Pretty cool. I would like that. Maybe we can all get like a little spaceship or just like a little house or something, or maybe like a room inside Albion. That would be cool enough. Just have your own like personal room that you can go ahead and customize. It would actually be really cool. And then lastly, we have add a photo mode, screenshot only screen. We'd love to add this feature internally as well, but it's difficult to say when it might be feasible. We'll review it under further and make sure to keep you updated. So that add photo mode, definitely something we would all like for reasons. As you guys know, reasons involving very specific assets of the views of certain Descendants. Yes. I'm gonna leave you guys with that. Let me know what you guys think of all the changes coming. There's a lot more happening over here if you go read out the full Q&A, but these are the highlights for me. I'd actually say that's probably what I'm most excited for right there. Better Descendants and weapon balancing, so we can have more variety and I can make more builds, because you guys know I like making builds. That's like one of my favorite things to do, is like with my builds, I find solutions to my problems. Is why I just like making builds, like how to make a character work this way, how to make a gun work, you know. That's what I like, making different builds, make all the characters and weapons better so I can build them all out. I would love to see that. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching the video. I hope you liked it. If you did, push up a like and a sub to the channel. Helps me out so much. And I'll catch you beautiful people in the next video, as well as the live streams. Augiesaint out.
Run free and dive into the sky. Hear the